In these circumstances, statement of deceased, the then injured, statedly got recorded by the inquiry officer in the same day in the hospital along with endorsement of the medical officer is not free from doubt and had rightly not been considered by the trial court as his dying declaration. Full stop. All the eyewitnesses have specifically stated in their statements before the trial court that fire shots of co-convict tried separately being juvenile and has been acquitted by this court today on 28/11/2024 vide a separate judgment while accepting his criminal appeal against his conviction and appellant hit on the head of deceased. Full stop. Medical officer has not stated anywhere that injury observed by him on his head is result of two fire shots. In such eventuality, it is not discernible as to which of the accused is responsible for the said injury. Otherwise, both the accused could not have been convicted against single injury, benefit of which also goes to them. Full stop. New paragraph. While name of the owner of the shop in front of which occurrence took place has been disclosed nor has been produced in support of the prosecution story, which also creates doubt. Full stop. Rough and scaled site plans of the place of occurrence do not show the houses of the eyewitnesses around the place of occurrence. Full stop. They being chance witnesses have failed to establish their presence at the time of occurrence at the place of occurrence with their stated reasons. Full stop. Motive of the occurrence mentioned in the FIR was a quarrel between the parties took place few days prior to present occurrence, detail of which has not been disclosed, which is not believable. Full stop. Constable PW 13, while appearing before the trial court, stated in his statement that on 24/7/2019 appellant during interrogation disclosed and got recovered pistol from his house. Full stop. New paragraph. Inquiry officer has not joined any independent person from the vicinity of witness the recovery proceedings in violation of mandatory provisions of section 103 of CRPC, which are not believable. Full stop. In view of the above discussed circumstances, I entertain serious doubt in my mind regarding participation of the appellants and co-accused since acquitted in the present case. Full stop. It is settled principle of law that for giving benefit of doubt, it is not necessary that there should be many circumstances creating doubt. Full stop. If there is a circumstance which creates reasonable doubt in the prudent mind about the guilt of the accused, then he would be entitled to its benefit not as a matter of grace or concession but as of right. Full stop.